Oh. Oh, we begin with one of Takano's notes. Oh. About homing ability and homesickness. If you interpret homing ability in a broad sense, you can say that most animals have a homing ability. It's the same with humans. We like to sleep, rest, and eat at a place where we feel comfortable, namely our homes. I feel like I'm giving a lecture to a classroom. Hold up. I gotta walk around like I'm a teacher explaining this. I'm gonna have to hunch down so that I can stay in camera though. Your home is to you what nests are to animals. Therefore, we say that humans have a homing ability as well. First of all, why do animals need a nest? The answer is the same as for humans. Sleeping, resting, and eating are the essential actions for survival. At the same time, those actions leave one defenseless as well. That's why you need a safe area where you can be defenseless. Everybody knows that not having this safe area results in a high level of stress. When you move an animal to a new environment, it naturally becomes stressed. When you force a person to live in a foreign land where they're uncomfortable, they become greatly stressed as well. Everybody also knows that this kind of stress is called homesickness. The Japanese don't know much about homesickness. We define it as a mental weakness, and we neglected to treat it for a long period of time. However, homesickness has a very long history. In Europe's Middle Ages, people believed that it wasn't a mental, but rather a physical disease. People also believe that out of everyone, the Swiss got the disease the most. The Swiss, you see, were known to be an ethnic group that worked away from home in that era. They lived far away from their homes. There were no telephones at that time, so they couldn't even hear their families' voices for ages and ages. It's easy to imagine that the young Swiss workers got homesick while working in a strange land. These Swiss who got homesick wanted to go home, but they couldn't because of their jobs. The conflict made them weak physically and mentally. Some of them went crazy and tried to escape from the reality by committing suicide or running away. The Swiss at the time were very superstitious, and many folk remedies and occult-like treatments to prevent homesickness went around. Since going home was the only treatment, they must have called it a fatal disease. But it isn't really one, of course. Specifically, homesickness is a sign of that human homing instinct. Your brain desires to go back to your safe area, namely your home. At first, your brain makes you remember the happy memories of your home, and it urges you to go home in a natural way. But when reason stops you from achieving your desire, your brain starts sending unnatural signals to your body. As a result, your body gets weak, and it makes it more difficult for you to live in a strange land. In the end, you have to bend reason in order to achieve your desire to go home. So, homesickness is born from our homing instincts. And the stronger one's homing instinct is, the stronger their homesickness. The strength of that homing instinct varies from individual to individual, and depends on the environment in which those individuals live. When your home is safe and the environment you live in is dangerous, your homing instinct goes stronger. On the other hand, when the environment you live in is safer than your homing instinct becomes very weak. Safety isn't the only element that affects its strength. Cultural aspects affect it too. The many customs demanding families to return home for major events varies with each region. So your birthplace's culture also alters the strength of your homing instinct. Amongst those regions, the transcendents of Onigafuchi village were believed to have an excessively strong homing instinct. The people of Onigafuchi forbade their fellows from ever leaving. Many believe this was the effect of the elitism and the sense of purity I already mentioned before. People today still strongly believe that Orishio-sama puts his curse on you if you break his rule and abandon the village. This superstition can be interpreted as homesickness. If homesickness is directly proportional to one's homing instinct, then the exaggerated expression, curse, would signify the strength of that homesickness and also their homing instinct. I can assume that they hated the outside world and created an insular society precisely because of their powerful homing ability. Unfortunately, there's no way to measure the strength of the homing ability that the primitive people of Onigafuchi had. so strongly forbidden to leave the village that nobody left long enough to get homesick. However, after the Meiji era, things changed. Oops. Things changed. The sacredness of Onigafuchi dwindled with the efforts of modernization. Many young people started longing for city life, and some were forced to leave the village to get a job. As a result, villagers started venturing outside the village borders. That was when the transcendents of Onigafuchi realized how strong their homing ability was for the first time. The residents of Hinamizawa got extremely homesick. After a while, people started to call this homesickness the curse of Orishio-sama. It became rumored that a person who left the village to get a job in a strange land was cursed, that he went crazy and died, and people who had left the village started coming back to either it or the nearby town. Their homesickness and their homing ability were very strong because of their culture. It's reasonable to think that these were cultivated by the unique religion in Hinamizawa, namely the cult Orishio-sama. From the moment they were born, they were taught the rules of Orishio-sama. They must have felt guilty about leaving the village unconsciously. As a result, they considered their homesickness to be the curse of Orishio-sama. I'm not sure if their homesickness got stronger because of the rules of Orishio-sama, or if they made the rules of Orishio-sama because their homesickness got stronger. I don't know which came first. Oh, we're back to Rena. I can sit down. So yeah, every time we read one of Takano's notebooks, I'm gonna have to stand up like a professor teaching to a class. That's my new rule now. I got tired of reading such a small print, and laid down on the floor on my back. The true identity of the curse of Orishio-sama is homesickness. Mio-san believed my story, and she let me read these scrapbooks. That's why I expected to find something interesting. But what it's saying is that the answer to all of it is homesickness, which many doctors told me so many times at counseling. I'm a little upset. The word homesickness can't explain the extraordinary experience I had. I saw Orishio-sama come down to me from a bright light in the bathroom. I saw the dusty red maggots come out of my blood vessels. The scrapbook doesn't explain any of that. I don't understand how Mio-san was going to explain the cloud of maggots. Maybe she didn't have any explanation of that to begin with. Was it just an illusion? I flipped through one of the other scrapbooks Mio-san let me borrow, looking for an explanation of the maggots I saw. Then, I found it. It had the exact title I was looking for. Oh, here we go. It's time to talk about maggots in the curse of Orishio-sama. In the Meiji era, a group of villagers were on their way back to Hinamizawa, and they started discussing a rumor about a weird disease. They said that maggots started crawling out of the wounds of a person who left Hinamizawa, and that the maggots ate the person's body from the inside. The Shinto priest of the Furude shrine at that time explained that the weird disease was a sign of the curse of Orishio-sama. According to tradition, the Shinto priest showed the villagers an ancient scroll, and he told them that the story of the maggots had been passed down through the ages. This is what the scroll said. The world where the demons came from must be interpreted as the land of death, and the demons in that land had to live their lives while being eaten by maggots. The villagers who were of demons' blood had nothing to worry about as long as they lived in Hinamizawa under the protection of Orishio-sama. But once they left Hinamizawa, abandoning that protection, the maggots that had been sleeping in the blood of the demons would start to awaken, and they eat their bodies from the inside out. This maggot disease scared the villagers for a while, and they asked the shrine to provide them with protective talismans whenever they had to leave the village on business. This is interesting, as it's similar to the way homesickness was dealt with by the Swiss in the Middle Ages. After the war started, the delusion of the maggot disease faded away, but there remained the custom to send talismans to families that lived away from Hinamizawa. The talisman had the word maggot on them. But the most interesting part about all this is that the residents in Hinamizawa didn't know about the maggot disease until the rumors began. I thought that their uncautious worship made those people think of homesickness as a curse. So this case of the previously unknown maggot disease directly contradicted the research I had done so far. It's ironic that I'm talking about this kind of stuff while wearing a shirt that says not flat. It's natural to think that the group of people who were on their way back to the village were lost in a mass delusion because they strongly believed in the curse, and that the Shinto priest took advantage of their state of panic to instill a deeper fate in them. But I'm not fully convinced that it was merely a coincidence that this mass delusion matched with the story in the old picture scroll. I wonder if it's possible to see maggots in a wound without having the prerequisite knowledge when a person is cursed by Orochi-sama. I wish Orochi-sama would put his curse on someone I could study. I'd love to see those maggots coming out of someone. Oh. Yikes. I wouldn't say yikes to that. I felt as if Mio-san was here and making that request of me. I remember, when she gave me the scrapbook, she said that I might be the only one who could understand them. I felt good just for a moment, because I found out that the maggots weren't a delusion. But at the same time, it destroyed my excuse that it was a delusion. The maggots weren't a delusion. They were there. All of a sudden, my wrist, inner thighs, and neck started itching. I felt the urge to cut open a blood vessel, but I quietly held it down. I remember that Mio-san looked very serious when I talked about the maggots. She must have thought it was creepy, but so did I. While I was crying because nobody believed me, a part of me didn't want to believe that my body was filled with those creepy things. I think part of me wanted to believe that it was a delusion. But now I know it wasn't. It wasn't a delusion. There are some people who have this same experience. Maggots in the demon's blood will awaken when you lose the protection of Orochi-sama. In other words, they must not awaken under the protection of Orochi-sama. But all the villagers still have the maggots in them without knowing it. People of the demon's blood are people who have the creepy maggots in their bodies. I tried not to jump into conclusions, and flipped the pages again. I unconsciously looked for something related to maggots. Oh, here we go. About parasites and control of the host. The maggot disease made me think about something. Is it possible to say that the extremely strong homesickness of Hinamizawa was an infectious disease caused by some kind of parasite? I'm not trying to connect the maggots they saw with parasites. I'm trying to think about the possibility that their culture, their religion, might be associated with an infectious disease. Many infectious diseases are caused unintentionally by parasites. A parasite's host is literally its home. It wants to live within the host's body for as long as it can. The best way to do that is to coexist with the host without the host knowing it. But some parasites try to control their hosts and use them for prosperity. For example, some parasites have an ability to control their host, in order to force them to be eaten by a superior host. A typical example is the Dacrocolium dysentritium. It uses snails or ants as intermediate hosts, and it forces them to move to the upper side of vegetation so that it's easier for a superior host to consume it. One parasite that controls more complicated animals is called Toxoplasma Gondii. It uses mice as intermediate hosts, with superior hosts being cats. This parasite makes a mouse lose its fear of cats in order to increase its chance of being eaten, so that the parasite can live within a cat instead. There are parasites that choose hosts at random. The Rabies Virus is commonly known for that. It lives and breathes in the brain of a host, and it moves into a host's saliva through its salivary glands. It makes the host extremely aggressive in order to make it bite things randomly, so that it in turn can move on into other hosts through the saliva. That's what rabies does. Many parasites have a similar ability to control a host to their benefit. The examples I use above are about parasites that move into other hosts to prosper. But I think there must be some kind of parasite that controls this host in order to have a comfortable environment in which to live. I want to try to connect this theory to the abnormal homing ability and homesickness of the Onikafuchi residents. Let's say there's some kind of parasite that exists in Hinamizawa, and it lives within all the villagers' bodies. For this parasite, Hinamizawa is the most comfortable environment to live in. So it gives the host a strong homing ability in order to make them stay in Hinamizawa. Furthermore, it causes the host to get homesick whenever they ignore this homing ability and try to leave. Parasites need hosts in which to live. It's convenient for them if they're both to build a community in the environment where it feels comfortable. This theory makes it easier for me to explain the mysteries I described earlier. The Transcendents of Onikafuchi knew about the existence of this parasite. They knew that, as hosts of the parasites, that they couldn't live outside of the village. That's why they created a culture and rules that prohibited contact with the outside world. It also explains why people acted so abnormal during the damn conflict. So, the demons that came out of the swamp in the legend of Urashio-sama can be interpreted as the mass spread of a parasite. The story about the demons attacking the villagers must be a metaphor for the behavior of the infected villagers who were controlled by the parasite.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, it sounds kind of crazy, but holy crap! Holy crap! If I was reading that in real life, I may or may not believe it. I'm gonna be honest here. If I was reading that in real life, if I was in Render's shoes right now, I could fall for it. I'm being honest here. From reading it within that words, I could believe that, but there's one thing that's making me hesitant. Where's her sources on some of these? Like, yeah, she's an expert on this, technically, but she doesn't have too much backing within her own notes. But this is her notes, of course, not a published journal, so what am I to say that it's true or not? It's her own notes, so she's not going to have sources, obviously, because it's not an official paperwork. It's her notes for official paperwork, so I don't know.
This theory is too crazy. I should have just laughed about it. But I felt bad for Mio-san, so I decided not to. Hinamizawa is controlled by a parasite? You could use that theory to explain how the maggots came out of me. I felt a little bit dizzy. I was so confused, and a part of me thought it was ridiculous, and another part of me thought it was more convincing than any curse. But Mio-san was probably erased because she wrote these scrapbooks. If so, the contents of these scrapbooks must be something they can't ignore. They tried to get all of her scrapbooks and consign them to oblivion. What if they notice some of her scrapbooks are missing? I felt a chill running through my spine. I have to keep it a secret that I have these scrapbooks, and I'll have to try to understand more about their contents. I remember Mio-san told me that the three families are behind the series of the mysterious deaths, and that they're trying to resurrect the cult of Urashio-sama. According to the theory I just read, the parasite must be trying to maintain the current environment of Hinamizawa. The healthiest environment for it is a completely closed village, just like the primitive Onikafuchi. It must be very comfortable for the parasite if no hosts go outside the village. They don't even like that the villagers often leave the village to go shopping. That means the parasite would try to gull the host into resurrecting the cult of Urashio-sama. Remember there was an article in the scrapbook saying that the demon's blood runs thickest in the three families. That would mean they have a larger amount of the parasite in them than the other villagers, and that they're under its control. The three families seem to be planning to bring the village back to the Onigufuji era. Reviving the Watanagashi festival after the damn conflict can be interpreted as their desire to revive the faith that had started to fade away in the Meiji era. The three families, especially the Sonozaki family, have a great influence over the region and the public organizations. What's going on here? I thought this to be a poorly written theory, but the pieces fit together, one after another. I've never played a jigsaw puzzle as crazy as this. I felt my brain swirling due to this absurd theory. A part of me thought this was ridiculous. Another part of me thought I might be about to expose an unbelievable truth. When I tried to look into the center of it, I felt as if I were going to fall into the whirlpool and drown. I'll have to devote myself to reading more seriously. There must be some truth to this. It caused misfortune and made my life miserable because It caused my misfortune and made my life miserable after I moved to Ibaraki.
After. I meant to say after. Not before. After. Before, everything was fine. After, not so much.
I might be able to find the truth, including the cause of my parents' divorce and my desperate behavior. Right then, I heard a knock on the door all of a sudden, scaring me. I hid the scrapbooks under a cushion.
レイナ、電話が来てるぞ。
電話？こんな時間に？誰だろう？
本屋さんからだぞ。本の取り寄せとか頼んだのか？
No way.
沖宮書房の大石さんって人からだ。
Oh god! Oh my god! Why did I get scared by the Oishi and I skipped the line that Runa's dad said? Oh my god! Damn you, Oishi! Okay, hold up. Oh my god, I got scared by Oishi. I dropped my mouse, and as soon as I dropped my mouse, it hit my thigh, and I pressed the button, ending that part of the chapter. Oh my god. That is just my luck. Just like Onikakushi, Rena is being contacted by Oishi. But, unlike not unlike Oishi, but unlike Keiichi, Rena has some more stuff going on than just the mysterious things that are going on in the village. Rena has a lot more mystery within her story than Keiichi had. Now, speaking of the devil, let's read as Keiichi now. I opened the windows, but all they let in was heat and the cries of the cicadas.
味いな。味ね。
It was break time between classes, but we couldn't really get any rest. Mia and I leaned on our desks, exhausted by the heat. The younger kids sure are tough, considering how the heat wasn't bothering them at all. They were running around the classroom despite the temperature.
やっぱりさ、都会の学校だと教室にもクーラーとか入ってるわけ？
そんなことねえぞ。あるのはせいぜい職員室ぐらいだな。
うわぁ、それは羨ましいね。生徒みんなで職員室を襲って占拠とかしないの？
その辺の発想が実に妙んくさい。ああ。
I didn't even have the energy to laugh. Mia and I stopped talking and used our notebooks to fan ourselves. I looked at the empty seat nearby. It was Rena's. Rena didn't come to school today. She called and told Chaye-sensei she couldn't come because she's sick.
レナのやつ、最近元気ないよな。
だね。 暑さにやられたのかもね。
なあ、本気で暑さでやられたと思ってるのか？
そう思ってるけど。
例の一件がさ、やっぱりじわじわと来てるんじゃないのか？
かもね。それに暑さも加わって、夏バテでも起こしたんじゃないかな。
I can't even imagine how distressing it was for her to commit a murder, dismember the bodies, and get caught by her friends. We took each other's hands at that place, and we united. All of us believed that we had closed the case there, and had regained our peace. But was it that as easy for Rena as it was for us? She must have not quite recovered yet.
おじさんはみんなで楽しく遊んでれば、そのうち元気になると思ってたんだけどね。そこまで心の傷が浅くなかったってことかな。
こういう時さ、どうしたらレナを元気づけられるかな？
多分、ほっとくのが一番じゃないかな。
Only if you knew what Rena was doing right now. She's reading conspiracy theories.
おいおい、そんなのでいいのかよ。俺たち仲間だろ？
ほら、ホームシックってあるじゃない？あれもね、ちょっと寂しいからって言って、実家に電話なんかかけちゃうと、一気に発症しちゃうらしいよ。
I feel a trend in this chapter. I feel like this part of the game has a trend going on.
寂しい時はぐっと耐えて、例えばスポーツにでも打ち込んで気分転換を図るのが一番なんだってさ。
気分転換させてやりたくても、あいつ最近部活に加わらないし。
レナはどうか知らないけどさ、人には甘えたい欲ってのがあるんだよ。そばに支えてくれる人や同情してくれる人がいると甘えたくなる欲。慰めてくれる人が現れるとさ、際限なく甘えちゃうことってない？
どうだろうな。
際限なく甘えるってことは、相手の同情をより深く得ようとするってこと。そうすると、ケイちゃんは慰めてるつもりなのに、相手はどんどん落ち込んでいっちゃうことがあるんだよね。慰められて甘えられる。これに味を占めると、不幸に酔うのが癖になる。レナもその辺分かってるから、わざと一人になろうとしてるんじゃない？慰めや甘えが目的だったら、私たちのそばにいて涙を流せば済むわけだし。
じゃあ落ち込んでるレナをどう励ませばいいんだよ。
女の心情としては、辛さを励ましてくれるより、忘れさせてくれる方が嬉しいね。
慰めるな、励ますな。なんだよ、お手上げじゃないかよ。
慰めるな、励ますなは、心理カウンセラーの鉄則だって知ってる？結局、心の傷ってのは、自分で治すようにできてる。周りの人が治したとしても、それは本当の完治じゃない。だから、レナが自分で元気になるのを、私たちは見守るしかないんだよ、きっと。
理屈じゃ理解できるが、なんだか薄情な気がして、好きになれねえな。
I clasped my hands behind the back of my head, looking at the ceiling. Mian left.
それだけレナのことを心配してくれるケイちゃんが身近にいるなら、レナは大丈夫だよ。立ち直れるよ。
近くにいるだけでか？うさんくさいな。
圭一にだってできることがありますですよ。
Hey, Rika! Rika-chan spoke up. I wonder how long she'd been listening to our conversation.
俺にもできることがあるのか？
レナが話したいと思った時や、打ち明けたいと思った時に、静かに聞いてあげることなのです。
聞くだけでいいのか？励まさなくていいのかよ。
ケイちゃん、打ち明けるだけで心が軽くなるもんだよ。静かに耳を傾けるのが何よりも嬉しい時ってある。
ミーの言う通りなのですよ。レナが話したいと思った時、いつでも話しかけられる場所にいてあげるのも、きっと仲間として大切なことなのだと思いますです。
Mia and Rika-chan were absolutely right. I was going to pat Rena on the shoulder and tell her to tear up when I saw her next, but now I know that would have been one-sided. Now I know that would have been one-sided on my part. There we go. Rena doesn't want to feel down herself. She wants us to cheer her up if at all possible. If I cheered her up irresponsibly, she'd be very disappointed because she'd think that I didn't understand her pain.
そうだな。俺、ちょっと人の心ってやつを理解しようとしてなかったな。レナを励ましたいのは俺の欲求であって、レナの求めることじゃない。ありがとな、二人とも。俺、ひょっとすると今日まで何か勘違いをしてたかもしれないぜ。
On that day, I thought I cheered her up, but I started to doubt if I had reached her heart. I might have just been dragging her someplace where I wanted her to go. I wasn't on her side in the real sense of the term. Oh, hi, Rika. God! Why did that scare me? Why did you scare me? Why did the Higurashi's characters scare me so much? Why did they scare me? I don't understand. Rika's adorable. Why did she scare me? All of a sudden, Rika-chan patted my head.
圭一は一番のレナの味方ですよ。それは疑わなくて大丈夫なのです。
俺、また考え事を口に出しちまってたのか？
They can read your expression, dude.
レナの心には届いてるよ。ケイちゃんはあの日、とても強い力をレナに与えたんだからさ。いやー、でもさ、よくよく思い出すとすっごい恥ずかしいこと言ってたよね。
We heard footsteps from the hallway, and everybody started to head back to their desk.
お待たせしました。それでは委員長、号令起立。
We didn't have a club meeting that day because Rena wasn't around. That worked out for me, because I had an errand to run. It wasn't a big errand. My mom wanted me to use her reporting card to get some detergent. I didn't see the point of going all the way to the store to just get detergent, but my mom told me to go because she's busy helping my dad with his work. I started walking towards the shopping center. I noticed that someone was watching me, hiding behind a distant tree. I wonder who would do such a mysterious thing. I stared at them to find out who it was, at which point they emerged. Rena.
お？レナじゃねえか。
Yep, it's Rena! I knew it was Rena, though I had slight fear it might have been a Wishi. God! I just don't like the sudden idea of a Wishi poking his head out from out of nowhere saying, hello there, Keiichi-kun.
Are you feeling better now? I was about to say that, but I swallowed the words. Somehow, Rena looked very serious.
どうしたんだ？
Oh, here we go.
Rena put her index finger to her lips, told me to be quiet, looked around carefully, and beckoned for me to come over. I had no idea what was going on, but I followed her instructions, shut my mouth, and ran to her. Rena gestured for me to squat down to hide in the shadow of the brush. Bush, not brush. Brush? I didn't know why I had to do that, but I could ask her the question later. I just followed her orders for now. Rena looked like she was making sure no one was following her. If it was Neon, she'd do something like this just to fool me, as a joke. But I know Rena doesn't do things like this for fun. I had no idea what kind of situation I had gotten myself into, but I could feel how tense it was. And I made myself as small as I could.
もういいよ。ごめんね。
Oh. The tone of her voice made me relax a little.
どうしたってんだよ、一体。
多分私、誰かに最近後をつけられているの。
なんだって？
Who would follow her? When I thought about it, I realized how stupid the question was.
まさか、警察かよ。
Rina Mamiya and Tabi Hojo. Two people disappeared. Even though they were awful human beings, the police had to investigate if they found out that they had gone missing. It probably wouldn't be difficult to find out that Rina had often been to Rena's house. But it should be okay. As long as they don't find those bags, it should be okay.
警察なのか、警察じゃないのかわからないけれど、綿流しの夜以降、誰かにずっと見られている気がするの。
Oh, I know who's watching you.
どういうことだよ。
Oh, I know what's going on. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, this is happening. Yeah, this is happening.
Once I asked that question, Rina stared directly at me with a blank expression. Her eyes looked as though they were evaluating me. She stared at me as if she was assessing whether I was worth talking to about something very important. Rina squeezed her own wrists tightly, then started talking in a whisper.
話してもいいけど、誰にも内緒にできる？
ああ、もちろんだぜ。レナがそうしろってんなら、誰にも喋らない。
圭一くんなら信用できるよ。
She smiled and looked around one more time.
連中はひょっとすると、ミオさんのスクラップ帳を探しているのかもしれないの。
Here we go.
ミオさん？で、ああ、看護師の高野さんのことか。あと、スクラップ帳って何のことだ？
秘密の捜査になっているって言ってたから、多分、圭一くんは知らないよね。高野美代さん、殺されたんだって。
いつ？
She told me to be quiet again. I lowered my voice and let her continue.
綿流しの夜、私たちは美代さんと、あと、富武さんに会ったよね。あの直後に、二人が襲われたんだって。富武さんは、お社様のたたりにあって、喉をかきむしって死んだ。美代さんは、隣の県の山中で焼き殺されていたと言ってたの。
それ、本当かよ。そんなの誰も知らないぞ。
うん。それは、警察が伏せて捜査をしてるからなの。Hinamizawa村連続開始事件は、今年で5年目になっちゃうでしょ。だから、変に騒がれたくないんで、 事件を公にしていないんだって。
なるほど。秘密捜査なのは分かったが、レナはそんな話、どこで聞いたんだよ。
内緒だよ。私、実は、大石っていう沖宮署の刑事さんと連絡を取り合っているの。その人に教えてもらった。
どうして、大石って人がレナに？
さあ、ちょっとそこはわからない。彼が言うには、私なら信用できそうだからって言うんだけどね。
I was dumbfounded to hear all this. But I knew she wasn't lying. If it was Mion, she'd be sticking her tongue out by now. But Rena wouldn't make a joke out of something like this.
ミオさんが殺された理由は、多分、彼女の研究のせいだと思うの。ミオさんが、この村の歴史とか、民族学とか、そういうのを熱心に調べてたってのは知っている？
なんとなくは聞いたことある。
Takano-san was interested in the occult and in mysterious things. I remember Mion once told me that she was studying the village's legends of man-eating demons out of curiosity.
彼女は多分、その研究の中で、この村に関するある重要な秘密を知ってしまったの。あるいは彼女は、そんなにも確信には踏み入ってなかったのかもしれないけど、そうは思われなかったんだろうね。
ちょっと待て。この村の秘密ってなんだよ。
私は、ミオさんのスクラップ帳をほんの数冊借りて読んだだけ。でも、彼女が特に大事にしていた秘蔵の数冊だから、かなり重要なことが記してあったと思う。だから多分、ミオさんが至ろうとしていたことに、8割方ぐらいは近づいていると思うの。でも、あまりに突拍子もなくて、私にはまだ信じられない。ミオさんの想像が正しいかどうか、検証してる段階なの。
で、何なんだ、一体。秘密を知ると殺されるっていう、この村の秘密ってのは。
I gasped the moment those words left my mouth. If Rena told me, I might get killed too.
圭一君には、まだ全部話したくない。確証が持てたら話すね。だって、それくらいに途方もない、とんでもない話だから。
確証ってなんだよ。
例えば、予備知識のないことは、私自らがその存在を検証できているけど、他にもたくさん未検証のことがあるの。
I don't think you mentioned magazines to Keiichi, so you're already kind of telling him.
それらを埋めていかないと、私ですら、にわかには信じられない。
Maggots? I was totally lost now, and I wanted to ask her some questions, but I decided not to cut in. It was so hot outside. But Rena held her arms as if she was cold.
レナ。
I don't know if my, audio picked up on that, but I just did a fart. Oh god, I did to myself. Damn it. Alright. Get me and my fart.
俺はいつだってお前の味方なんだからな。俺だけは信用してくれて構わない。
ありがとう。その一言がすごい嬉しい。
From her expression alone, I could tell that she really meant it. I could also tell that she was involved in something very big, and that she felt lonely because she couldn't tell anybody else about it. I had to be on her side while she was going through a difficult time.
私とね、今日ここで出会ったことは内緒にした方がいいと思うの。私と接触があったことが知られたら、圭一くんにも危害が及ぶかもしれないから。
わかった。俺に何か協力できることはないのかよ。
今はない。でも、協力をお願いできることが分かっただけで、今の私には心強いよ。最後には頼らせて。ね。
おう。任せとけ。
車が来る。
Rena pushed my head into the bush. I went along with it and crouched down even lower in the bushes. We stayed quiet for a while. I could hear a car coming closer, and after a while, a white van passed by. I was surprised at her hearing. She heard the car coming when it was still far off in the distance. Wait, did
今
that
の
say...
車、ナンバー見えた？
Yeah, it said coming, okay. I was not for sure if it was coming or moving, and I was going to reread that entire line if it was moving, because that would have been my mistake, but it was coming, so I was correct. But I'm going to reread it anyway, because why not?
She heard the car coming when it was still far off in the distance.
今の車、ナンバー見えた？
Oh. Okay, so you could actually replay the audio if you click a line. That's good to know. Did you see its license plate number?
いや、ごめん。見えなかった。
私もちょっと見えなかったけど、多分さっきと同じナンバーの車だと思うの。
その、レナを尾行しているとかいう連中か？
多分。普段車なんか通らない道で、今日は何度も追い上げられるの。その度に私は隠れてやり過ごしているからいいんだけど、どうもおかしい。
そいつらなのか？高野さんたちを殺して、レナが持ってるスクラップ帳を狙っているという連中は。
多分。
I don't blame her for not being able to believe what's going on, because this is really crazy. Takano-san uncovered something really significant through our studies. The people who want that information hidden found out about it, and they killed her on the night of Watanagashi, copying the curse of Orishio-sama. They're looking for the scrapbooks, the fruit of her research, and Rena has them. That's why they're trying to kill Rena?
じゃあ、レナの家が危ないってことはないのか？
大丈夫。スクラップ帳はゴミ山の私の隠れ家に隠してある。お父さんが不安だけど、何も知らないからこそ何も危害が及ばないかもしれない。圭一くんが言わなくても顔に書いてあるよ。突拍子もない話でとても信じられない。でしょ？
I wanted to deny it, but I felt bad to lie. I remained silent in the affirmative.
それが当然の反応。私だってミオさんのスクラップ帳を読み始めた最初はなんだこりゃって思って全然信じられなかったもの。すべてに目を通してようやく何かの筋が見えてきたんだもん。
すまん。
Wait, hold up. I have a quick observation. I want to do a quick thing real quick. I want to see something. Do their mouths move in the remake version? In the remake sprites, do their mouths move?
もちろん、レナの味方になりた
I
いの
just
は
want to
本
see
心だ。
this. I just want to see this.
でも、話が全然見えないんで、どう助けてやればいいかわかんないんだ。
話せば、ケイチ君の身にも危険が降りかかるよ。
No, their mouths don't move in the remake version, so I'm gonna turn back on the console. I'm turning you back on. Wow. That was actually kind of funny, seeing the Rena's change in the background. So yeah, I turned you back on so that I can see your mouth move. Is it too late to restart filming this episode? Is it too late?
レナにはすでに降りかかってるんだろ？ならおあいこだぜ。気にするな。
わかった。話す。多分、ミオさんたちを殺したのは、Hinamizawa御三家。もっとはっきり言ってしまえば、みーちゃんの家である、園崎本家。
どうして？
圭一くんも、過去の連続開始事件は知ってるよね。
Oh. Oh man, I can get into the song. Actually, I can get into it.
ダム戦争の時の村の旧敵ばかりが毎年犠牲になっていくっていう、あれだろ？
この連続開始事件は、ダム戦争の生産のようなものなの。村の裏切り者を片付けることによって、本当の意味でダム戦争を終わらせようとする。
確かに、そう見えないことはないよな。誰もがはっきりと口にはしないが、うすうすと園崎家の仕業だと疑ってるみたいな話は聞いたことあるぜ。
でも裏切り者を制裁するなら別に綿流しの場にこだわらなくてもいいんじゃない？毎年たたりで一人、鬼隠しで一人なんてスローペースで殺す必要はない。そうでしょ？
I've never heard the words dimming away before, but Rena clearly thought that they had some kind of creepy, significant meaning, so I decided not to cut it in.
つまりこれらの連続開始事件は綿流しの祭りに神聖性を取り戻そうとする意志があるの。もっと踏み込んで言うと、明治以降に失われた鬼ヶ淵村の神聖性を取り戻すための段階的イベント。彼らは最終的には太古の昔にそうだったような原理的なお社様信仰を復活させることを目的としている。
お社様信仰？古出神社のことか？
そう。古出神社って崇められていると思う？お年寄りの人は敬っているけど、それだけだよね。子供たちは境内を遊び場くらいにしか思ってないし、ほとんどの村人たちも地域の集会所くらいにしか思っていない。その神聖性は失われている。
Oh, Hold up. I heard my phone buzz. Okay, there we go. I heard my phone buzz. Sorry, everyone.
それがダム戦争をきっかけに蘇ったの。
It might not have been picked up by the audio, but my phone did buzz, so sorry about that, everyone. You know what? No phone. No phone. Shoo! That could have ended disastrously. That could have really ended disastrously. Okay. No more distractions. Let's get back to the game. I'm sorry.
彼らはそれをお社様信仰を復活させるいい機会だと捉えた。
ってことは、つまり、お社様信仰の信者たちが、裏で暗躍しているってことか？
そういうこと。そもそもお社様信仰は、御三家によって管理されていた。だから御三家には、現代にも脈々と、お社様信仰を復活させなければならないという、至上目的が受け継がれているの。それを思えば、 御三家がダム戦争中に村を一丸にまとめたり、廃れかけていたお社様を引き合いに出し、古出神社にわざわざ同盟事務所を設けた理由も透けて見えてくる。
じゃあ、hinamizawa村連続開始事件ってのは、いや、お社様を信仰する盲信的な集団の仕業。なら待てよ。どうして高野さんが殺されなきゃならないんだ？
それは御三家が鬼ヶ淵村と呼ばれた太古からずっと隠してきたこの村のある重大な秘密に関係があるの。それを暴かれるとお社様という神の神聖性が失われる。だから彼らはミオさんの研究が確信に近づいたことを知り消したの。
その重大な秘密ってのは何なんだ？それを知ると俺も狙われるってんだろうけど、上等だぜ。
だからそれはまだ言いたくない。私自身が10割の確証を得るまで言いたくない。多分今ここで話しても圭一君は耐えきれなくなって笑い出してしまうに違いないもの。
Is this supposed to be all red in this screen, or are we supposed to be able to see Rena?
I think we're supposed to be seeing Rena in this scene, but, we're not.
おいおい、俺がそんな奴に見えるかよ。
There we go.
もう少し時間が欲しいの。あまりの事実に私ですら受け入れきれていないの。だからもう少し時間を欲しいの。お願い。
わかった。
今日ここで話したことは誰にも喋っちゃダメだよ。みーちゃんとリカちゃん、もちろんさとこちゃんにもダメ。
わかったよ。
じゃあ圭一君はもう行って。
Gotta get that detergent.
私はもう少しあたりを伺ってから行く。用心に過ぎるということはないからね。
Rena ducked low in the bushes and moved away. I was left alone there. The cries of the cicadas surrounded around me, making it seem as if I was alone there the whole time. I started walking, still dumbfounded. In the end, Rena didn't tell me the secret because she was afraid of putting me in danger. But she told me clearly that there are people who want to resurrect the cult of Orishio-sama, and that they're among the 3 families that control the entire village. They orchestrated the series of mysterious deaths for that purpose, and they killed Takano-san because she got too close to the secret they wanted to hide. Rena met Takano-san and happened to obtain the scrapbooks in which Takano-san wrote about her research. Rena still can't believe the secret written in the scrapbooks because it's just too crazy. Hey, come on, Rena. You're kidding me, right? It's like one of those comic book stories. A mysterious occult group is plotting a conspiracy? I mean, it's not funny even if it's a joke. But Rena is right about one thing. Even if this is true, it's really hard to believe. I understand why Rena wanted to tell me the secret.
But, oh, wait. Yeah, okay, oops. I can understand why Rena wanted to wait to tell me the secret. That's what Keiichi said, not the thing I said. He said that I understand why Rena wanted to wait to tell me the secret. Oops.
Maybe she was just fooled by Takano-san. But Takano-san was murdered for real. So, is it also true that someone is following Rena? Looking for those scrapbooks? I remember. Rena said that a white van was following her. You could see white vans anywhere. I bet there are a lot in this village alone. She might just be oversensitive to everything right now. Rena hasn't recovered from the shock since that day. That's probably why she got the idea into her head that the police or someone else is coming after her. I didn't cut in while she was talking. I think I did the right thing. If I had said that it was ridiculous or something to her face, Rena wouldn't have trusted me ever again. At that point, however, I gasped. A white van was parked on the side of the street. I wasn't sure if this was the same car that passed by earlier, since I didn't see the plate number. But the number of people in the car and the ambience of it was similar to the one earlier. And there's one other thing that looked suspicious about it. There was no reason to park here. It was on a small road in the middle of the woods. There's nothing around here. No traffic lights, no vending machines, and no public phones. Probably wouldn't notice it under ordinary circumstances, but I felt something was wrong. And once I noticed how odd it was definitely suspicious. There were 4 men in work uniforms in the white van. The driver was smoking a cigarette, but the other men were just sitting there doing nothing. If they wanted to take a break or have a smoke, they could have chosen a better place than here. Oh. Okay, I didn't skip a line, I just double-clicked. It was possible that they stopped because they had to go to the bathroom really badly, but that didn't seem that way either. They didn't look as comfortable or relaxed like they would if they were taking a break. They looked like they were waiting for something to happen. There was a deep tension in that car. Could they possibly be waiting for Rena?
There's no way. I didn't see anybody walking around here. This road is a back road. Nobody really uses this road, let alone my car. But it's impossible. I felt bad for Rena to even think about it, but this must be something that she got into her head because she's feeling victimized or something. She must be imagining things because she's still nervous from when her friends caught her in the act of killing Rina and Tepe.
兄ちゃん、
Hi. I heard someone say that when I passed by the van. He couldn't mean me. He didn't even know who I was. So I assumed he was talking to one of the other people in the car. I pretended I didn't hear him and kept walking by. And then he said it again. And honked the horn as well.
兄ちゃん、すまんね。学校の帰りかいね。
He had a strong accent, similar to that of the older villagers. He must live here, but I didn't know him. I could tell he didn't know me either, because he didn't call me by name.
はい、そうですけど。
兄ちゃん、学校からこの道をずっと歩いてきたんで。ちょうど文房具屋の角を曲がって。
そうですけど。何か
They were probably lost, I thought. This village has many small turns, and you could easily get lost when you try to take a shortcut. So they must have been waiting for someone to ask for directions. But then, he said something disturbing.
兄ちゃんさ、この道の途中で女の子に会わんかったかいね。
え、え？
白い帽子に白い服を着た女の子なんよ。紫のリボンもついとん。会わんかったかいね。
We were definitely talking about Rena.
いえ、会ってないです。
I wasn't ready to hear them ask that. Rather, I was scared. That's why my voice got all shaky. Up until that point, I couldn't believe Rena's story. I thought it was ridiculous. I actually laughed it off, only to myself. That's why I wasn't ready at all. My heart was beating fast. I was sweating all over. I immediately answered, no, I didn't. But it might have sounded like an obvious lie. The driver stared into my eyes. He looked like he was trying to figure out if I was lying or not, and my legs started to shake. I felt like a frog under the glare of a snake, and I couldn't move a muscle for a while. But I think the same went for those men too. They were clearly a suspicious group, and they had just asked a villager about a girl out of the blue. Anybody would get suspicious. And I was right. The man broke the ice and started making excuses before I even asked him why he wanted to know about the girl.
ああ、そんな深い意味はないんね。さっき女の子を追い抜いたのによ。来たのが男の子だったから、あんれーと思っただけなんね。
そうですか。
忘れてえな。ごめんな、兄ちゃん。うちら、もう行くんて。
The man started the engine and drove away. After they left, I saw nothing. That's right. Nothing. There was no reason why they had to park here. So, are they really waiting for Rena? Oh, there we go. Oh my god! I forgot how crazy this arc got. Oh my god, like, it's progressively getting more and more crazier. Launch Takeout List 2. God, I forgot how interesting this chapter was. Man. Achievement unlocked. Mystery machine. Was the mysterious man a blonde person wearing an ascot? Wait, no, before I say him, I should probably review the tip. So let's see, Launch Takeout List 2. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of happy that I forgot what happened to Tsumihoroboshi so that I can enjoy the story kind of blind. So I'm really glad I forgot. Furthermore, it's important that we closely monitor her father. Since he has also suffered mental shock from the divorce and has been trying hard to take care of the patient, there's a strong possibility that he may develop induced delusional disorder. As the first step of mental care, one should listen to the patient's story carefully without denying it. That's the most basic of basics. However, when the patient and the listener are related, it's easier for the listener to become deeply influenced by the patient's delusions. Additionally, delusional parasitosis is widely known to make people highly impressionable, and the influence sometimes can spread throughout a whole community. Therefore, even if several people claim to acquire a parasitic infection, it doesn't necessarily prove the existence of a parasite. Some of the phone calls to the healthcare centers for the extermination of pests are nothing but a mass delusion. Since the subject matter of the delusion in this case is extremely rapid, the patients might harm or even kill each other in abnormal ways, leaving this to be the treatment for the disease. They might also give up hope and commit suicide together in the worst case. This influential delusional disorder, otherwise known as the shared psychotic disorder, shows a particularly strong possibility of influencing close companions. Anyone who is going to contact the patients must be made to understand that the patients are under medical treatment and must be warned not to be influenced by the patient's delusions. Individuals who are likely to be influenced are the patient's family members and people who deeply care about the patients, such as boyfriends or girlfriends. Oh, someone else might be a little bit in trouble. Oh, okay, everybody, that is all I have for this time of Higurashi When They Cry Tsumihoroboshi. I hope you all enjoyed hearing me read through this part of the game, and things are going to get more intense as the story goes on. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment. I don't know why I'm acting kind of like a Power Ranger right now. What? Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all next time. I'll see you all next time. Mikhail.
OK OK